This is Gerardo Del Real live at the 2025 Beaver Creek Precious Metal Summit. Joining me today is the head honcho CEO of Empress Royalty, Ms. Alexandra Sherron, and strategic investor and one of the most successful contrarian resource investors of our time, Mr. Jeff Phillips. How are y'all doing today?
So good. Thanks for having us.
Great conference.
Let's talk about that. Record high gold prices. Silver seems like it wants to break that 42 level and make a run at new record high silver prices. How's the sentiment been, y'all?
It has been so much energy here. There's so much opportunity. There's definitely an urgency to do things. So it's been a really great conference for us, and you've been meeting lots of companies.
Oh yeah, it's the sentiment's off the chart right now, but we're heading into a record bull market, as you and I talked about. This is going to be one. I've seen 3 of them in my 30 years in the business, and I think this is going to be bigger. And if you're in the right companies, the right structures, the right people running them, because 80% of these companies aren't set up that way, which is a whole nother interview, Gerardo.
Sure.
But you mostly, I know you're a stickler on structure, and I've learned some stuff from you, pointing some things out, and so I appreciate that.
No, listen, let's stay on that point. You have been a mentor and a friend for nearly 2 decades now, and structure and teams were the first 2 things that I learned from you, how to vet those very diligently. And you don't lend your appearances and your personality to companies very often. I know you're a strategic investor in Empress. I happen to know that Alexandra has one of the best networks in the space. How enthusiastic are you about being a shareholder right now, given the environment and given the network that comes with the Empress brand and obviously the skill set that Alex brings?
Well, Alex is probably one of the smartest people in our business when it comes to the royalty streaming business. I came into the deal because of someone else that was my mentor, Rick Rule, who financed her probably 3 years ago, maybe almost 4 years ago now, I guess. Yeah. So Rick had talked to me about it. He was writing a big check, and I said, well, if you're writing a check, it sounds like a good deal. But I got to know Alex over the next couple of years, and her background, again, she can talk about it, but she, comes from a mining family. She's been in the royalty business since you were 14 or 15 years old.
In the mining finance space.
Yeah. So, and comes, she's been involved with a lot of the big royalty deals, just tons of debt deals and everything else through Endeavor Financial, which she was at. And this was sort of a spin out. So, it's one of those deals in less than 4 and a half years or whatever. She's taken a company, a concept, and she's turned it into a cash flow positive royalty company. Streaming company, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm getting it right now, right?
Yeah, streaming.
Streaming. But let's have her explain it to me, because I'm still learning. And she's like my mentor when it comes to the royalty streaming business. So
I love that.
What's interesting, Gerardo, and I'll let Alex speak to this, is there's been a lot of movement. Not only are we at record gold and silver prices, but there, the printing of money and everything that we all talk about that your listeners probably know. But in the royalty and streaming space, there's been a lot of deals, and it's one of the best business models to capitalize on the gold and silver price, better than trying to look for something, which I do too. But
Sure.
But Alex can talk more about again, what's been happening in the space,
Yeah.
Alex.
We've seen a lot of consolidation. Some of the largers are buying the mid-tiers. We're now seeing consolidation wrap up some of the juniors, with Tether coming in and buying and taking a strategic position in them to sort of make a mid-tier company. So a lot of consolidation starting to happen in the space. But even taking a step back, when we were talking about royalties and streams and different types, right? So we do mostly streams, and to kind of break it out, royalty, you get a percentage of revenue. Streams, you're getting a percentage of gold or silver, and we're purely precious metals. So we get that direct gold and silver credits coming in as they produce on a monthly basis. And there's different types of royalty and streaming companies. There's people who are doing prospect generation, great way to get exploration exposure, but who knows if it will turn to a mine. There's other groups acquiring portfolios.
Right.
At Empress, and you don't have a direct relationship with the company,
Sure.
typically paying a premium. At Empress, we're doing the creation side. So we're directly investing into companies, helping them get into production, expansion, restarts. And we're able to target our dollars in ones that we know will bring quick revenue into Empress, or gold and silver into Empress. And we do that through our network. And that's where the whole concept for Empress was spun out of Endeavor Financial.
Right.
And I'm ex-Endeavor Financial team with David Rhodes to launch this, because no one was providing the streaming finance solution to the junior side of the market. And with this consolidation happening, there'll be even less of that. So there's so many good companies out there. We've met with so many over the last couple of days. Again, restarts, expansion, some getting to production. So a lot of opportunity, and choosing those right ones using our basis. Because I'm here as an investor at this conference. We're meeting with companies, finding out the best ones, using our technical experience, using our financial structuring experience.
You're being modest, by the way. You've been involved in raising billions of dollars. So you've been in rooms, as Rick described it in an interview, you've been in the trenches.
Yes.
You understand not just the markets and the business, but you understand how to bring all of it together.
Yes.
With record high gold prices and silver wanting to print record highs, I have to believe the opportunity right now with your network has to be extremely exciting.
It's very exciting. We're doing deep evaluation on a couple at the moment. Things are starting to move. So yeah, it's going to be a really exciting couple months. We've got the cash on hand to deploy quickly. We have on our financials, about 4.5 million. That's obviously been building up since June. We've got the debt facility from Nabari, so we are ready to act quickly on the right deals.
You've been able to do something that very few companies ever get to. Cash flow positive.
Yes.
Right? What's the next step? The share price has performed beautifully, but I think this bull market is in its early stages. I think there's a lot of bull market left. So I'm excited to see you work in that environment. What comes next for Empress?
It is doing more deals, bringing more into the portfolio, and we're actively looking to do that right now. So yeah, we're very excited about what's ahead of us.
Stay tuned, everybody. Jeff Phillips, Alex, thank you for your time. Gerardo Del Real from the 2025 Precious Metals Summit here at Beaver Creek.